leadership is like, okay, Jesus Christ, everybody stop killing fish. We need to figure out what all happened.
Yeah,
we gotta keep this proportional, remember.
Yeah, proportional, yeah. I guess I was wrong about Delta about having their own farm, because all they did was go ahead and just come in and shoot an already rotting corpse, pretty much. Alright.
So they've been going back and forth, everybody's figuring out what everybody did, if anybody's hurt, what's going on, the whole story, and then at the end...
Yo, Ajax, how's it going?
Guess what they happen to fly past? The other modern frigate.
Oh my god.
The U.S. Navy's looking at this last frigate like...
And right after the day, stop killing. Alright, everybody, stop killing things. Let's figure out everything that happened so we can keep things proportional.
I'm good. I might start getting back into, like, this is my first time playing Anime Crusader, and I might start getting back into All-Star again. I might start getting back into All-Star Tower Defense.
SpongeBob looking at a jug of water.
Yeah.
But also, like, realistically speaking, the A6s are pretty much out of ammunition. The only thing they have left are 2,000-pound bombs, and those just aren't going to be enough by themselves without a harpoon missile to take down this ship anyways, so they really are just going to fly by and verify that it's the modern frigate. So the A6 intruders go ahead, they do their flyby. It is in fact the new frigate that they thought it was, and it does in fact open fire on the A6s. A6s make it out completely unscathed, at which point they pop a U-turn, and one of the A6 pilots is like, so the A6 pulls up, gaining altitude, and then dives down, aims its nose right at the frigate at like a 35-degree angle. They're doing a good old-fashioned dive bombing run like it's fucking World War II. The AA guns start firing, their bullets whizzing past the plane, but they're committed now. They're closing in. The bombardier behind the pilot lets the pilot know, hey, I'm locked on. At which point, bombs away, the pilot pulls up, and the bomb goes right down the fucking smokestack of this boat. Blows up, completely destroying the entire engine room. That frigate is now dead in the water with no power. The A6s go ahead and radio in that they have completely disabled this frigate, at which point the American leadership calls a complete ceasefire. They're going to go ahead and let that frigate survive, get towed off, potentially be repaired. With the U.S. Navy having effectively disabled or destroyed over half the functioning Navy, the U.S. military decides to call it a good day. Into Operation Praying Mantis, we all get to live happily ever after. Except, later that night, Iran decided that they wanted to fight a little bit more, and they launched a bunch of silk-formed anti-ship missiles at American vessels. Luckily, no American vessels were actually hit. However, this is now a huge political problem because America has been mad at the fact that Iran even had silk-formed missiles for years at this point, and the American government has made it very clear to Iran that if they ever used them, they would be going to war with America. Period. That's set in stone. So the Reagan administration, not wanting to kick off World War III in the 1980s, reaches out to the Iranian government and is like, here's what's going to happen. You're going to go ahead and admit that that was an accident. I'm going to sweep it under the rug, and we're never going to talk about it again. Because if this makes headline news and the American people find out, I'm going to have to get real proportional around here. So Iran's like, okay, fine, whatever. It was an accident. Let's sweep that whole thing under the rug. But I am still going to take America to international court to try to prove that it was a war crime to take out my oil rigs. That way I can get reparations and make America pay for it. So they go to international court. They lay out the case. The international court is looking at America like, okay, well, first of all, you're the fraction people. I don't know how you think that this is proportional, but it definitely wasn't. Second of all, according to the Amity Act, you absolutely should not have attacked their oil rigs. This is probably a war crime. At which point the representative for America is like, well, actually, if you read the Amity Treaty between Iran and the United States, it only talks about ships and boats. It don't say shit about oil rigs, meaning I wasn't obligated to not attack those oil rigs. At which point the court is like, hold on. Fucking, he's right, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess America's innocent.
Alright, nice.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. It's never a war crime the first time. And that was the best part of the entire story.
Yeah. I mean, when you're putting it like that, then yeah. Yep, kind of has to be done and then declared horrible and then a crime first. If never been done before, I guess. Yeah.
America now proceeds to go over to Dubai, pick up what's left of the USS Samuel B. Roberts, tow it all the way back to Maine, then take the ship out of the water, get it in dry dock, cut out the entire engine section of the ship, including the engine compartment, build another module to fit in its place. This thing.
No, I need to summon it now. I need to summon it now because I didn't finish it. I didn't do the finish the quest line for it now, but I've done. I kind of, and I need curse ingots, and I'm gonna need like 50 curse ingots.
Friggin' America's like, first of all, no, you didn't. Second of all, fuck your entire navy as it picks up your board and just throws it at the wall. So in conclusion, if you ever find yourself being the
I only have 34. I only have 34 right now.
A, do whatever you can to not raise gas prices, and B, whatever you do not fuck with American guns. We do not want that shit. Thank you for watching. Best way to share, like, subscribe, maybe go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack, bang, out.
And I need curse ingots for Zoro. Oh god. Zoro's gonna be the one that takes me a while because 50 curse ingots, and the only person that drops them is this dumbass.
Yeah, I kind of understand that. Yes,
I've already did it. I've already used them, but the problem is I did it the wrong way.
Guns firing you, not giving a shit, and then completely disabling the vessel with a bomb straight down the smokestack is absolutely main character. Just basically bless those fuckers so they can order their bag. Yeah, last one. The moment you said the USS Enterprise was on standby for support, I realized the proportions were already out of whack. No other Navy vessels needed to be there. She could have taken that entire operation herself.
All right, brother.
But that was nice enough to let the folks have fun and play babysitters. Yeah, that's probably all that was really needed for being real. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Magma's not that good, right? Magma's not that good. It's all right, but it definitely could definitely be fucking need to be fixed.
Have a good day.
Like some of the skills are actually good, but like some of them is terrible.
You're watching the other football, but don't want to ask your friends. Offside. How can I sound like I know a lot about the game? You can just ask Google all of that at once.
Yeah, see this right here. This is terrible. Like, yeah, nah, this is terrible.
Don't miss the end of summer sale. Great deals now until September 22nd.
I didn't know it had M1s. I didn't know Magma had M1s. What the fuck? Then again, this is like my first time using. Like, yeah, the best fruit out of lightning or magma is definitely lightning. It's just you can't aim the lightning. That's the only thing. You can't aim the lightning, but you can aim the magma.
1980, Iraq decided to invade Iran. Why? Don't really care. Not pertinent to the story. However, at the end of that war, Iran decides, hey, we're going to pull a page out of the Art of War by Sun Tzu. We're going to cut off the enemy supply lines, deprive the enemy of nice things. It's going to work out great. Iraq's got a weak navy. We're going to wipe out their navy. And every time we send
Yup, like this definitely could have been better.
You cut off the supply lines, and it really just wreaks so much. It's so interesting just to see the patterns in history, especially in world history. All of that.
When you lick the dinosaur, they can't make any money. They go broke. We win the war. Hooray! It's a solid plan. So they do exactly that. Then Kuwait comes out of left field, and they're like, "Hey, we've been financially backing Iraq through this entire war for the past 7 years. We need to make sure they win so we can get our money back. So we're going to go ahead and let Iraq use our oil tankers to export oil." So Iran is like, "Well, that's an easy problem to solve. I'll just blow up all the Kuwaiti oil tankers as well," which is exactly what they do. But here's the catch: Kuwait at this point in time is like the one major exporter of oil that wasn't really part of OPEC, meaning that they were selling oil on the global market significantly cheaper than everybody else. Right? And they were literally sell oil on the cheap. exception. I would have messed with any supply line.
Okay, so I need black iron and cursed ingots. I have everything else.
Yeah, apparently the largest naval war operation in World War II, centered in the Persian Gulf and Eurasia. It is at this moment that Iran should have been like, well, that's unfortunate. Time to figure out kind of because the plans didn't work out. However, they decide that they're going to double down. What they're going to do is they're going to take a bunch of money.
Yes, it's easy to get, but it takes time. Yeah, the funny thing is, yes, it's easy to get, but that motherfucker also takes time to get.
This is like its first big operation. Is out there escorting a Kuwaiti oil tanker, and it runs into a minefield. Samuel B. Roberts had already been winning competitions for having the best data in the world so the entire crew gets to work. They're putting
Burn, baby, burn.
cables trying to stabilize it because the only thing holding it together is a deck at this point. Over the course of the
Burn, baby, burn. Well, I'm surprised that people shut up, but they ain't really saying anything, so I'm just surprised. What's the point of y'all showing up if y'all not gonna say anything? Because so far, no one really said anything besides AJ and Purple.
They find the remnants of the mine. They check out the other mines. Yep, they're Iranian. At this point, now somebody has to inform the president because this is a big deal. And the president at this point in time is going to check the board. Fucking Ronald Reagan.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
So they go ahead and they brief Ronald Reagan on everything that happened. He's super happy that everybody survived. He's like, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to issue a proportional response.
Yeah, I know, Purple. I know you still here.
Alright, so here's the plan. Iran currently has 3 oil rigs in the Persian Gulf that are now being used to drill oil for its military bases for the naval operations. So the U.S. Navy can go ahead and take out all 3 of those. Now, I don't really know if the
It only took, brother. It took you almost 2K arrows to get it. It didn't. I'm pretty sure it didn't take me. Yeah, I know, AJ. I see you playing it. It's just, yeah, I can't play that game. That doesn't really work for me since I'm on console. You see me trying to play it, and it was like not really working.
take out at least one of those, maybe both. We'll see how proportional they want to be. And then by the time they get all that done, that should be a nice 8-hour workday. It will be time to clock out and go get some ice cream. So in order to get all this done by quitting time, they're going to go ahead and establish 3 different surface attack groups. Each group is going to have 2 destroyers and 1 bonus ship. That bonus ship is either going to be an amphibious landing ship or a frigate. Either way, they're all going to be identified as Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Bravo group is tasked with taking out 2 oil rigs. Charlie group is tasked with taking out the 1 remaining oil rig. And Delta's mission is to go hunt down those 2 frigates and take them out. And then, just for insurance purposes, we're also going to have the USS Enterprise parked right outside the Persian Gulf to provide air support, in case we need it. So, in 1988, 4 days after the mining of the
They should do that a lot more. Make devil fruits good again. They should do that a lot more often.
At which point they radio over to the oil rig and inform them that they will be blowing it up in 5 minutes and that they should all leave.
Yeah, they should make devil fruits a lot more better than they did. Because that'll make people actually use them more.
Time's up. They then fire the 5-inch guns right over the top of the oil rig with the rounds set to airburst, hopefully scaring off any stragglers. And it is at this point that some Iranian military member decides that he is going to audition to be the main character of this story because he hops on a 23mm anti-aircraft gun and opens fire on Bravo crew. Now, without skipping a beat, one of the 5-inch guns on one of the destroyers just goes boom, and just fucking direct hit smokes this dude. Barely touches the rest of the oil rig. This guy, definitely not the main character. So they're going to give this name
King of curses, baby. world couldn't slash.
Yeah, PC fire.
I'm about to say, seriously, Purple? You tell me you have 50 already.
They are naval battles are so interesting and also extremely because something you're out there in the world, right? And what can you do? It is such a horrifying concept.
And while they're as well, and pretty much the exact right now, the only difference was Charlie Group didn't have any charges. They had Navy SEALs, and they just decided to keep firing 5-inch shells at the oil platform until it burst into flames and burnt the entire thing to the ground.
Oh, you only got one. I'm like, yeah, this gonna take you, brother. You gotta AFK that, Purple. Purple, you're gonna have to AFK the ingots. Trust me. You're gonna have to AFK the ingot farm.
And at this point, you have to remember, this is the late 1980s. None of the American sailors have seen naval warfare on this scale. The pucker factor is on. They are getting harpoon missiles ready, and they are about to get in like one of the biggest naval fights since World War II. At which point, whoever's in charge of Bravo Group decides to take a deep breath, and they're like, okay, let's send up a helicopter real quick just to verify that it's actually an enemy ship. So the helicopter goes up, radios back to Bravo Group. It's definitely a warship. It's a Soviet destroyer. At which point everybody's like, what? They radio over.
Yes, I have arrows, but I'm not giving you any. That does me no good.
Commander radios back in broken English. I swear to God, this is the real quote. I'm just here to take pictures.
Respect the grind, right? History picture. I mean, somebody's gotta be the photographer, right? And I mean, the cameraman never dies, so.
Look, I think every single channel. This time around, I got these are World War II top watch. Something going on, but they don't really know what. A ship they can find, and the first ship they found was a civilian cargo ship called the Willie Tide that they began attacking bog hammer style speedboats. So the Willie Tide helped the USS Enterprise respond by sending up a bunch of A6 intruders as well as F-14 Tomcats. The A6 intruders show up, start dropping cluster bombs. They end up hitting one of the speedboats and scattering the rest. The civilian cargo ship is sinking. Hooray! Cutting back to Charlie Group. Now there's an Iranian fast attack ship coming right at them. So they radio over like, hey, now stuff, but also you're not on it, so just go away. Sorry, right towards them. And then this Iranian fast attack ship is like 15 miles away. Just like, what? I'm following, and then the long which Charlie Group can see. At which point Charlie Group immediately launches 5 missiles directly at the Iranian vessel. The Iranian vessel fires a harpoon missile back to Charlie Group. Stop the technology.
All of a sudden, missiles are flying above overhead, and you just got a whole bunch of
what just happened. Kratos picks up 3 Iranian players. Fires one missile, missiles up the F-4s, the F-4s, like holy shit, the top of the turn, it's like a Malvana, F-4s,
大きなエア裁きの時 世界を裂くは我が大利権
Developers worried about accessibility can have dark ramifications. Why? You can solve your accessibility problem. It's one of extra. Put that troll down and get him in. And do the right thing. You need the right thing.
沼エリシ
Those last seals on thousands of days in Turbo.
You work on cars as much as I do. You'll learn what matters most. Me, that's trust. It sets advancing cars. They don't just hand me parts. They'll take it back on the road. They've always got the right part. Right price, right money. Plenty of good. Bad what can I do? Advance Auto Parts is right around the corner. And then they hop.
Because on one hand, we're in control, but on the other hand, we really want to make so we might not even have to make hard decisions. Maybe that's not even pretty much long. Why don't you go ahead and a couple of these things go through a flyby, verify that it's actually a modern frigate, and if it is, then we're still going to talk. Some pilots are going to decide that they are in fact America's story. Aircraft aren't really supposed to do a whole lot of insurance. In fact, they're one, they tell us stop off. Or two, they fly so they will fly by this boat and verify that on the frigate, but they didn't know how to fly by the boat, so they brought down 50 feet above the water and just gun it, and they buzz the entire ship. So the ship opens fire with the AA gun, but so low in the water, the AA gun can't actually beat down low enough. So all the aircraft fire was ready they can make this big boat and out of the aircraft gun range, and then they pull up. At which point the ship launches a missile down a big rock channel. So they didn't go around. I broke the city. The ship fires on them first.
Fine. Nobody just tested. Terrifying.
So the six fires the next ship are boom missile, and the second ship on the trigger on that. The fire people from the USS Enterprise are like, what the fuck are you doing? We're not supposed to be killing things yet. And the A6s are like, look, they fired at us first. That's the rules. And the USS Enterprise is like, holy shit, okay, I guess. Let them have it. Then the Harpoon missile finally makes impact. It's a bullseye. The A6s do a U-turn, go, drop another 500-pound laser-guided bomb right through the deck of this frigate, fly past it, do another U-turn, come back, drop a 1,000-pound bomb on it. Then they radio over the Enterprise and like, yeah, it's definitely going to sink. We're going to head back. So the A6s take off, headed back to the Enterprise, and like 5 minutes later, Delta Group shows up with their warships and begin firing on the already sinking frigate. They hit the magazine, the frigate explodes, rapidly sinks to the ocean floor. At this point, naval leadership is like, okay, Jesus Christ, everybody stop killing things. We need to figure out what all happened. We got to keep this proportional, remember. So they start radioing back and forth. Everybody's figuring out what everybody did, if anybody's heard, what's going on, the whole story. And then as the A6s are making their way back to the USS Enterprise, guess what they happen to fly past? The other modern frigate. So now the entire US Navy is looking at this last frigate like SpongeBob looking at a jug of water. But also, like, realistically speaking, the A6s are pretty much out of ammunition. The only thing they have left are 2,000-pound bombs, and those just aren't going to be enough by themselves without a Harpoon missile to take down this ship anyways, so they really are just going to fly by and verify that it's the modern frigate. So the A6 intruders go ahead, they do their flyby. It is in fact the new frigate that they thought it was, and it does in fact open fire on the A6s. A6s make it out completely unscathed, at which point they pop a U-turn, and one of the A6 pilots is like, so the C6 pulls up, gaining altitude, and then dives down, aims its nose right at the frigate at like a 35-degree angle. They're doing a good old-fashioned dive bomb and run like it's stuck in World War II. The A-1 start firing, there's bullets whizzing past the plane, but they're committed now. They're closing in, closing in. The bombardier behind the pilot lets the pilot know, hey, I'm locked on. At which point, bomb's away, the pilot pulls up, and the bomb goes right down the fucking smokestack of this boat. Blows up, completely destroying the entire engine room. That meant people were dead in the water with no power.
So wild. Also, just dive bombing like that. That is such a genocide cause that really emotionally hits the heart.
Go ahead and radio in that they have completely disabled this frigate, at which point the American leadership calls a complete ceasefire. They're going to go ahead and let that frigate survive, get towed off, potentially be repaired. With the U.S. Navy having effectively disabled or destroyed the Navy, the U.S. military decided to call it a good day into Operation Frank Mantis. Except, later that week, Iran decided that they wanted to fight a little bit more, and they launched another self-type ship at the vessel. What the vessel did, however, was a problem because America has been mad at the fact that Iran has so far the American government made it very clear to Iran that if they ever used them, they would be going to war with America, period, that second step. So the Reagan administration, not wanting to kick off World War III in the 1980s, pushed out the American government. I'm just going to read about it. I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, because this headline will find out. I'm going to have to get really fortunate. So I think okay, fine, whatever. That makes sense. But that way I can get reparations and make America pay for it. Case international court is looking at America. First of all, there's a fracture in the professional, but definitely wasn't. Second of all, according to the Amity Act, you absolutely should not have attacked their oil rigs. This is probably a war crime. At which point the representative for America is like, well, actually, if you read the Amity Treaty between Iran and the United States, it only talks about ships and boats. It don't say shit about oil rigs, meaning I wasn't obligated to attack those oil rigs. At which point the court was like, oh yeah.
They must have been thinking in that moment.
Right. Okay, well, I guess American citizens. And said the court was like, fucking, he's right, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess America's innocent because I've said it once and I'll say it again. It's never a war crime the first time. And now for the best part of the entire story. American overseas to go over to Dubai, pick up what's left of the USS hold it. Take the ship out of the water, get it in dry dock, cut out the entire damaged section of the ship, including the engine compartment, build another module to fit into place, 100 tons. They jack it up, weld it like they're a fast, get everything hooked up, reconnected. This part is back out on the ocean. 1 year later, April 1st, 1989.
Whoa!
Serves in the Navy until 2015. I love the frigate. America's like, first of all, no you didn't. Second of all, fuck your entire Navy as it picks up your board and just throws it at the wall. So in conclusion, if you do ever find yourself being the leader of a foreign nation one day, the best advice I can possibly give you is A, do whatever you can to not raise gas prices, and B, whatever you do not fuck with American funds. Do not shit. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel, like, subscribe, maybe go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack, bang, out.
I can't say I'm surprised. Operation Praying Mantis sounds very, very impressive. It was very oil motivation of what I wanted. Thank you so much for watching. Always informative and incredibly well done video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you.
Jiffy Lube's Fast 15 minute morning chips.
let's talk about this 2-hour RFK Jr. cage match he just had with very angry Democrats on live TV. Today, RFK Jr. said that the answer questions about John is doing as Secretary of Health and Services. And last time he was sitting for the January 1st confirmation, there was able to convince her and from some of the skeptical Republicans that vaccine over the repeatedly saying written answers to their questions. If confirmed, I will do nothing as HHS Secretary that makes it difficult or discourages people from taking vaccine. Well, since then, although he would dispute this, critics say that he is unequivocally it didn't take too long to go through everything he's done, but he's saying he fired a number of vaccine advisory injections, anti-vaccine, full FDA authorization of COVID vaccines for anyone who's not unhealthy or a senior. He got $500 million in grants for mRNA vaccines. So for his watch, roughly a quarter of the entire health department, 2,000 people have offers to leave, fired the CDC director after she refused to step down, prompting 3 more top officials to resign in protest. And now, not only have 9 former CDC directors signed an open letter accusing RFK of a danger to public health, yesterday over 1,000 current and former HHS staff said the same thing and called on Trump to fire him. The Senate committee hearing kicked off today, given he had quite a lot of answers. Right off the bat, his opening statement, he claimed to have overseen the busiest, most proactive administration in HHS history.
In just half a year, we've taken on food dyes, baby formula contamination, the grass food fluoride in our drinking water, gas station heroin, electronic cigarettes, drug prices, prior authorization, information blocking. The committee will come to order.
And once the lawmakers took their turns, they weren't much recommended to protest. Starting with Ron's wife, who's President Obama, who was
遊びは終わりだ。夜が明ければ全ては終わっているのだ。借り物の力で最強に至る道はない。真の最強とは何か。その目に刻め。I am.
No, I did not say that to her. And I never had a private meeting with her. Other witnesses to every meeting that we have, and all those witnesses will say, I never said that. So she's lying today to the American people. Yes.
Then he was wise and asked RFK about the CDC vaccine science and
Senator, I didn't politicize this. I didn't politicize it. Congress all over the country, Mr. Secretary, scientists, doctors are saying otherwise. They're all wrong too. They're all lying, according to you. The scientists and doctors are supporting me all over the country. There's division on opinion. I don't get letters from thousands of people who are not political saying that this set of changes is going to damage American healthcare, and particularly these healthcare agencies, for decades to come. I don't get any letters from people saying, oh, it may make a big difference forever. And maybe you're listening to a selective group of people. You get me. Yeah, and I will tell you what, Senator, I will put my mailbag against your mailbag of any day.
Before they could schedule a time for some hot mailbag on mailbag action, Senator Michael Bennett took the mound, and for a minute they seemed confused about who was pitching and who was batting.
Are you saying that the mRNA vaccine has never been associated with myocarditis or pericarditis? I am simply trying to say that the people that you have put on that panel after firing the entire panel. No, I'm asking the question here. I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question, Mr. Kennedy, on behalf of parents and schools and teachers all over the United States of America who deserve so much better than your leadership. That's what this conversation is about, Mr. Chairman. Senator, they deserve the truth, and that's what we're going to give them for the first time in the history of that agency.
Next, you had Mark Warner, who took a different approach. He was trying to establish what he called basic facts.
You accept the fact that 1 million Americans died from COVID? I don't know how many died. You're the Secretary of Health and Human Services. You don't have any idea how many Americans died from COVID? I don't think anybody knows because there was so much data chaos. Do you think the vaccine did anything to prevent additional deaths? Again, I would like to see the data and talk about the data. You've had this job for 8 months, and you don't know the data about whether the vaccine saved lives? The problem is that they didn't have the data.
Then you had Elizabeth Warren grilling him about whether he's made it harder for people to get vaccinated, which, by the way, experts generally seem to agree is true. I mean, this limiting the FDA's approval for the COVID shot alone is expected to disrupt insurance coverage, discourage doctors from prescribing it, and make it harder to find it at pharmacies. Which is also why we're already seeing reports that some people are struggling to get appointments for vaccination this fall. So Warren, she sparred with him over this, and eventually called him reinforced Bernie Sanders.
Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy.
The question is, everyone who wants it, that was your promise.
I know I did. I never promised that I was going to recommend products with which there is no indication.
When you said,
and I know you've taken $855,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator. Every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well? I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the everybody but you, sir. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you will agree with me on that. I'm saying that the pharmaceutical industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult. It's not that innocent people disagree with me all the time.
But then finally, we should talk about Kennedy's reception.
Oh, I have 5 Chris
Most
ingots.
of them just threw softballs, asking him open-ended questions like,
What up, Purple?
But there was one in particular who was clearly unhappy with what he's seen from RFK so far, and that's Bill Cassidy. And the key thing with Cassidy is he's on the finance committee, but he's also on the committee that oversees HHS. He's a licensed supporter of vaccine. The big thing is that when RFK was being confirmed,
Wait, you got what for me?
he only agreed to vote for Kennedy after getting several promises from him, mainly that he would work with
Yeah, I noticed.
work closely with Cassidy himself.
I'm like, yeah, I noticed. You went AFK for a while, so you got kicked. And I understand.
Absolutely, Senator. So let me ask you. But you just told Senator Bennett that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID. I did not say that. It also surprises me because you canceled, or HHS did, but apparently under your direction, $500 million
What you talking about?
contracts using the mRNA vaccine.
You got kicked again?
That was critical to Operation Warp Speed. You called for, and rightly so, that we should restrict participation in agencies for those with conflict of interest. What I am concerned about is that many of those whom you nominated for ASEP have received revenue as serving as expert witnesses for plaintiffs' attorneys suing vaccine makers. That actually seems like a conflict of interest. Real quickly, do you agree with that? No, I don't. I would say effectively we're denying people vaccine. Senator Cantwell. You're wrong.
So yeah, that was the hearing essentially. It's unclear if anything productive actually came from it all, but at the very least, it happened. All of this is, of course, RFK's department continues to systematically dismantle the public health system as we know it. You've got the FDA announcing that it no longer considers taking multiple vaccines for respiratory viruses at the same time safe and effective. So if pharmaceutical companies want to claim that, they'll have to conduct new clinical trials proving it, even though virtually no credible expert doubts it. To be clear, pharmacies can still legally give you the COVID shot and the flu shot at the same time this fall, like they always have. But
I'm like, yeah, thank you. And after this, all I would need is black iron. I would need black iron. That would be the only thing left.
But also, the big thing is that with the federal government going rogue, states and private organizations, they've been forming their own parallel systems to keep people safe.
Like, thank you. All I would need now is black iron.
West Coast Health Alliance yesterday that'll give its own vaccine recommendation. And then in the
He disappeared. He disappears a lot. He disappears a lot, but I don't know where he is right now. He could be in Shell. He could be here.
All school vaccine mandates likening them to slavery.
He's probably in Shell now.
In America these days. Then in a quick 1 minute break that helps keep the show free.
Because there's no telling, but he does spawn over here too.
I find it impossible to focus sometimes. The brain's just shuffling Actually, not since I've been using today's sponsor, Brain.fm. I tried all the usual stuff, Spotify playlist, Noise Machine, but it never really worked. I get distracted after like 2 minutes. So Brain.fm is different. This isn't just music. They actually work with scientists, make sounds that sync with your brain, so you get in the zone faster and you stay there longer. You got modes like deep work, creative, and motivation, and a special mode.
No, he's not her.
It's honestly pretty clever. For me, it's helped to start those tasks I normally procrastinate.
So where is he? I don't know all the spawn locations for Zoro. That's also the problem.
It's legit. It's even a study in nature showing their music boosts attention networks and helps people perform.
Like, yeah, I also don't know all like the spawn locations. MK made a video on that, by the way. If you're looking for him, MK made a video for like all the spawn points for him, so look him up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into anime spirits. I'm gonna have to get back into anime spirits because it's been a while.
Is a beginner's guide, but it'll also be a great refresher for returning players.
Yep, I know, but the funny thing is they gotta. That's the funny thing about them. That's the fun thing about them. There's always something to do.
Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you guys. So I've made a Roblox community, so you can join that. I'll upload outfits over there.
That's the fun part. There's always something to do.
I was actually planning on uploading the video on the same date, but the seller NPC was, of course, completely bugged out. We couldn't even see the NPC, nor could we interact with them. So I decided to report the issue to the developer, and as a result, could not upload the video sooner. Alright, let's kick it off with the first location, which would be Shelltown.
Yeah, because he's not her right now. So where is he then?
Yes, I noticed that some of you have been inquiring about the cursed Ignat item. It is indeed dropped from Gidatsu, who can be found in Skypiea. Our next location is all the way over in Arena Island.
He's in Arena?
The next location is within Skypiea Island.
He's over there. Oh, brother, I can't get it yet. I don't have enough black iron, so. But I have enough ingots, I just don't have enough black iron. Because I'm pretty sure I need a lot more. I think I need like 250. Because I already have enough iron. I don't have like enough black iron. He disappeared too. Dang, he disappeared now. You're probably at Shell now. No, he's at the Angel Island. He's at the Angel Island. Hmm? So he's not the Angel Island. He's not at the what's the name? So wait, he's not her. Then where is he? I think we're missing one place then.
Now I'm just going to give you all the other locations. We've covered Shelltown, Arena, and Skypiea. The next is Arcade Island.
Oh, he's at arcade. He could be at arcade. Okay, because I didn't know he spawned that arcade.
The NPC can also spawn in the Lost Island.
And Lost Island. So he could spawn here, or he could spawn at Lost Island.
Another spawn spot for this NPC is the Question Mark Island. And that basically covers all the spawn locations for the Zoro Seller NPC. Thanks for watching. God.
But yeah, I need to go farm black ore, black iron. By the way, I already have Evil Eye, by the way. I have Evil Eye already, just to let you know, Purple. Honestly, I probably should just put it on like auto grind. So let's just change it to I'm like Freerun all by the way, Freerun always drops iron, by the way. Like that if there's one thing, if there's one boss that you want, is her, because she always drops iron. I'm not surprised. It's not that hard. Just go to Devil Fruit and get it back. Like I can literally use Gilgamesh and just like literally auto farm him. Like literally, that's it. Anyone trading true Sakuna fingers. I think I have like I'm like, do I even have one of those? I'm pretty sure I do. True Sakuna finger. Oh yeah, I only have one. I'm not trading it. I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, no, I only have one of those. I can't trade that. Sorry. Maybe if I had more of them, but nah, I only have one. Yeah, I'm like, I need like 250 black iron, but I need like 500 iron, which I already have. No, he's not her. No, he's not at Lost Island either. Ah, he's at Sky. Oh, that's cool. He's at Sky. But I still can't get him yet because I still need enough. I still need more. I need more angel wings and I need more what's the name? Yeah, no, 101 M1. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yup, not even blessing. Yup, not even blessing yet. So yeah, no, he does crazy damage. No, brother, you got to remember Zoro. Remember Zoro is a weapon. Zoro is a weapon. Zoro is a weapon. You have to level him up. He been so it's doing like 100 mil before even enchanted. That's what you mean. Now you we need yeah, because I just need more angel wings. I'd rather do it myself. I'd rather do the last part. The last part of the quest is easy. It's just the oh you got 69? How much is that? Alright, that should be dang near enough. If it's not, that's crazy. Because I got 56. I got 56. So that should be enough. If that's not 150, then I'll get it. By the way, I thought you already did. I thought you already did in now. Did you not? All right, so I just need to do 30 more. That'll be fine. Where's my iron set at? Wait, my black iron. All right, so it's at 100. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of Sakuna fingers. I have a whole bunch of Sakuna fingers, which means I can just spam Sakuna if I wanted to. You don't have ability rerolls, brother? Brother, you don't have ability rerolls? What the heck? I thought I gave. What happened to the sum that I gave you? What happened to the ones I gave you, brother? Jesus. Brother say trade, brother trade, so I can give you some. Brother say go ahead trade, brother. I'm gonna give you some. I'm like, yeah, they gotta put the number. Jesus Christ, they gotta give us like a number for this, man, because this is crazy. Because I have so much of these, but it's gonna take fucking freaking forever, G. I'm gonna give you 1,000 this time. Brother, I have 2K. What are you talking about? You do see that I have literally 2K, right? Like I have like 2K reroll ability rerolls. Like, yeah, we need that number thing, like that we had for like selling. We need that. We need that for this too, for trading. Now I'm gonna have to lower it down. I'm gonna have to lower it down. I can't give you 1,000. I'm gonna give you 800 because my fingers is getting tired. I'm gonna stop at 800 because my fingers is getting tired. Nah, how about 750? I'm gonna do 750. No problem, brother. No problem. You've been helping me. I've been helping you. That's how it goes. What's the point in having friends if they don't help you? All right, my black iron. My black iron is getting up there still. Wait, brother, you said you did 100 mil from one M1, and that was before you upgraded it, right? That was before you upgraded it, right? Ah, it's no after. Ah. Ah, and no blessing. Ah. The funny thing is, Gatekeeper don't even have the Angel Island yet for some reason. Because I was looking for it when I was doing Gatekeeper and I didn't see it for some reason. Wait a minute. How much does this one do it then, M? How much does Ichigo do in M1 then? I mean, I know I'm not using sword right now, but like, how much does Ichigo do in like an M1? Like maybe when I'm not using the sword, right? I'm like right now I'm not using the sword. I'm using spec, so I'll see after. Because that was like the latest one. All right, I just need 20 more. All right, so 10 more. All right, so now I need to know where it is. All right, now I need to know where it is because I do not know where it's going to show up. Now I need to know where Zoro is because I do not know where Zoro is. 9 out of 10, he's for the teleport somewhere else in the next couple minutes. Yeah, I got the stuff. Yeah, I got the stuff now. May know my name, 10 toes down to the ninja way. Sharingan is a chakra drain. Why would I run when we bleed the same? I'm the Avatar Shinobi. I'm already know my name, 10 toes down, that's my ninja way. Reality sucks. 10 toes down, that's a ninja way. Madoka fade, Sharingan is a chakra drain. Gumbare. Gumbare. Is it something symbolic, ironic? So they have us food. I'm a special grade abuser. Shit up Shibuya. It's Return of King Akuna. It's a gig and trauma. Impressive. It's Return of King Sakuna. Hey, cool. Catch bodies and give them trauma. Not the matter. Monkey Monkey make ops look silly. Bitch me her swiftly. Free to rebellious. I'm limitless. Oh shit, wow, she's got this technique. Monkey Monk make her look silly. Mitch meet her swiftly.
Flying raging, they total flee when they see me. How? My speed is blinding, even lightning got caught lacking. If I tag him, there's no hiding. Obito 4, he's untouchable. Now this guy needs realignment. Pull up behind him, flying raging. They total flee when they see me. How? My speed is blinding, even lightning got caught lacking. If I tag him, there's no hiding. Obito 4, he's untouchable. Now this guy needs realignment. Don't be fresh blood. Just a cool right can't get a second to hide. Who's that man always on time? The sun that leads our lane. Stood back in by the side of the man kept writing, dead rhymes. Only one faster than the cameraman. Why you think that he missed so steep? Got off screen. Don't you know me? Get off screen. Versus Magneto, that's how it's run from me. Get back to the 7th, he runs in the team. Shoji only runs in his dream. Mr. Pull up behind him. Flying raging. They total flee when they see me. How? My speed is blinding. Got caught lacking. If I tag him, there's no hiding. Obito 4, he's untouchable. Now his style is realigning.
I'm be my 10 toes. That'd be cheeky. My speed's blinded. They call me Monoxin Toes.
Hey, this is The Beaches, and you're listening to our song, Did I Say So? Listen to this song and tell us if you like what you do. Just download and go to listen offline. Get 3 free months before it ends. Cancel anytime.
I'm like, yeah, I have everyone here besides your walk. That's the only one I don't have. Yeah, I have everybody besides your walk.
How far criminals will go.
That's the only one I do not have. Is your walk.
On Friday, I'll take you from the crime scene to the courtroom and inside some of Canada's most high-profile cases.
Image. Image. Enema. Image. Miss Sojin W. Wu. Ah, they lost to a monkey like me. Don't run no trip. Donzo, welcome down. Donzo was the first mojito. By Bobo. It beat with one.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
Oh, so you get the title from him. You get the title from this one. Pose for the camera. They know what the ball. What you talking about? Oh, I'm listening to music.
Wanna make ops lose all HP, that's more XP to level up. You try hard to the skin, not hard enough, too soft, didn't even get my mouth stuck. It's irrelevant whose brother is. I always get jumps, so I got enough smoke to share with relatives, degenerates, I'm way too generous. You don't wanna get stuck on a dagger, my dad could train and he's up manner. Only the fittest survive in the dungeon and no fat time, we guys don't matter. I went from dungeon who, we get hunter, dungeon who, I brought ops in two, and recruit them as my new recruit. Let's hide your malicious intention. There's tension, fist and treat and threaten. No backpedaling, you're gonna get cooked. Your life's at stake, medium or well done. Put it all into the come eyes, back to rate to blame, separate intestines. I could just throw hands at my discretion. I don't care if their names in red, several got seven above my level. I turn devil when I'm in peril. Well, you know about putting your shank and pulling it out, then putting it back, trying to empty a vessel. You better drop your teleportation stone and there's nowhere to run to the peace is settled. You don't want to get stung by my dagger train and he's up manner. Only the fittest survive in the dungeon and no fat time, weak life don't matter. I went from dungeon who, weakest hunter, dungeon who, I brought ops in two and recruit them as my new recruit. 100 push-ups, a 10K run, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats. But unlike Saitama, still get bitches and then go cold. Tell me about putting in work, ever been on a hunt and run out of stamina. He ran catch up, underestimate my caliber and lost his jugular. Tired of getting jumps, I got some affiliates. Left blood red if you run into 8 grades. I got most points on strength. I still do it with stealth and remain anonymous. Positive blow ups, obvious paralysis that you run out of vehemence. If you get stung by my blade, I'm venomous. You don't wanna get stung by my dagger train and he's up manner. Only the fittest survive in the dungeon and no fat. I've more ops in two, and recruit them as my new recruit. What happens in a dungeon stays in a dungeon. But when I dig through chests, I'm looking for essence stones of income. No wakey wakey like my sick mum. They really laughed at my life like a sitcom. That look like a decom. Leveling up, they ain't seen nothing yet, that's decom. This is nothing.
Arise, arise, arise.
A soldier on the front line, just to his size. So our sorcerer step. Look on shit. I'm gonna get started to streaming. It's a time, bro. You degraded a beat. Being homeless bum, he risked my head rent free.
No need for introduction, told you already know I'm a. I killed the old bitch even after death, resurrected, still causing damage. We're so calm,
You chopped yourself for the minutes. Still standing on business. Because violence to me is bliss. Mistake with Gojo. This time I'm gonna aim for the head. I told you, you already know that I'm a gold even after death.
She might be such a loot, but I still got lots of great code that she'll make you break your controller. I still cheat on her cause I know that. Cause when I load out drops, my LC10 stretch you out like yoga. Turbo rotate over, I can hear them steps getting closer. This is our war zone rhythm. I'm the reason they don't land prison. And if they do their insults hidden, swimming like an autistic kid, again go slipping. Jump shot hiding, missing, flipping, aggressors, victim, no more feeling. I'm hearing it on my trip, I living and lose your life. Broke his camera, I hit my slide. When he told his teammate push, he shot my opposing line. Quick throwing knives and then back to the lobby, he got me fired. You ain't never way behind when I glance at the SWAT 5-6 is a 3-round burst. Attach that shit to make it proud. Went from Scooby to Scooby to pow. Silencer, you won't hear a sound. All he heard was when this boy got down. You know about cuts that strike, make him jump off roof mid-air. Now I bust him. This is that war zone rhythm. I'm the reason they don't land prison. And if they do their insults hidden, stimming like an autistic kid. If I get go slipping, drop shot hiding, missing, flipping, aggressors, victim, nine more thrilling. I'm hearing them on my trip. When you land in docks are sitting, docks I got higher ground when I land control. Got full control when I let that bust and jump in the sea with my flip on low. It's turning to swimmers, Michael Phelps swimming all the way to strong. I don't care what skin you're using, I turn ghost to a ghost and watch shop flow. I put Snoop Dogg on death row, stop wasting bread on bundles. I'm camping HQ Tower, get shut down like Rapunzel. I put Snoop Dogg on death row, stop wasting bread on bundles. I'm camping HQ Tower, get shut down like. This is our war zone rhythm. I'm the reason they don't land prison. And if they do their insults hidden, stimming like an autistic kid, if I get go slipping. Drop shot hiding, missing, flipping, aggressors, victim, nine more feeling. I'm hearing it on my tripping.
But they say stimming like an autistic kid. Just by Mac.
Bin Laden, the terrorist, I feel like Trump being a president. Feel that them trying to assassinate, I'm where degenerates originate. We are Bin Laden, the terrorist, I feel like Trump being a president. Feel that them trying to assassinate, I'm where. KFC, finger licking, Tamato family chicken. I turned them to leftovers, just left them there uneaten. How many times did I send my demons like kill me? How we left them grieving? What style does Rengoku use? None. He's no longer breathing. You walk on any up block or do more than chop off. My head grows back, dropped off, good luck trying to track me till sun's up. I search for that one crop non-stop. Now next goes SPF, trying to squeeze that to the last drop like sunblock. They go the drop on me when you hear this instrument. Welcome to my humble abode. Last time you saw me, I'm froze like a mannequin from thinking. How's he talking slow? Lucky for Tanjiro, I was with family. I would have ended the show. I'd admit if his hair was grown, now you reaching clone would have gave me a stroke. He took Rengoku's praise, set his family ablaze. Wait, let me get this straight. I'm the demon, but he used the kids as bait. How you let them decide there were only 8? Still issue.
Wait, let me get this straight. I'm the demon, but he used him as bait.
Walk on any up block or do more than chop off. My head grows back, drop off, good luck trying to track me till sun's up. I search for that one crop non-stop. Now next goes SPF, trying to squeeze that to the last drop like sunblock. I turned my doctor to a patient, I was too impatient, regret that decision. Scratch a random as a distraction, in hindsight shouldn't have made that incision. Time I playing saint, bitch, we ain't forget your crush out demon. Committing treason, ain't redeeming the fact you know the taste of your children. I gotta hand it to Tengen, I can't. The members get dismembered. The weakest offerings I to celebrate Daki alone got 7,000 years I ain't been discovered. Screw criminal, I'm the spider, Lily, my pronouns. When I'm with this guys, even my own guys can be misgendered. Moonwalk on any up block or do more than chop off. My head grows back, dropped off, good luck trying to track me till sun's up. I search for that one crop non-stop. Now next goes SPF, trying to squeeze that to the last drop like sunblock.
Back to lobby.
The one who's got cut like a crop top. How many switching sides is the lot for 1,000 years they've been spinning like nunchucks. When a man is trying to get intimate, a base starts coughing blood up. Can't even get his cock up. He's screaming. Must be a fan of the king of pop pop. Bin Laden's a terrorist. I feel like Trump being a president. Feel that them trying to assassinate. I'm where degenerates originate. Yeah, Bin Laden's a terrorist. I feel like Trump being a president. Feel that them trying to assassinate. I'm where degenerates originate.
Might better deliver, but that's a villain. It's just by vision. But you should know be just the glory. Siyama Shigaki. I'm Konoha's MVP. RIP Shushui. Welcome to Infinity. Everything, make everything slow mo. Gojo, welcome to infinity. Everything aiming, everything slow mo. Got your call to my go for spring. Up in my domain, everything slow mo.
Spotify Premium helps you make the most of your music listening experience. Settle into your groove with endless tracks at your fingertips, all without hearing ads. Join now and get 3 months free. Cancel anytime.
Fan Army has squad goals, but you have ad goals. That's why Spotify's Ads Manager lets you choose the objective that works best for your campaign. You can optimize your ads to reach the most people, maximize video views, or increase the number of fans who click through to your website. Whichever you pick, advertising on Spotify is a choice any squad can get behind. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Do you ever scroll through social media and think, absolutely not? I'm Charlotte Joffrey, and if you answered yes, come through the digital chaos with me on my new podcast, Petty POV with Charlotte Joffrey. Each week, I'm reacting to influencer fails, entitled people, and viral content from around the internet. No filter, no limits, just me and my petty thoughts. Listen and follow Petty POV for free on Spotify.
From story guy insistent, apologize for your existence. I keep spending on trip that rips my fuel reimbursed when the up gets dropped on my system. Drop the coin, I'm taking a piss. Body the protagonist and the antagonist. No receipts when it comes to my lips. So don't compare them, treat it for me. Disabilities don't match his trap. So Garland, I'm the villain of trans and he turns to stone. I don't cap in my rap. And the oldest is the main character who the side get that. Bitch, I got flat. Soldiers, for more of a rap. I'm catching these demon souls like Batman. The sunrise and stand over obsessed with no liars, sin of pride. How many times did I prove that I'm done? More times than Elizabeth died. I'm throwing shade and I'm throwing tons. Through like Rosa as the Rosa. Into a corner with his own power, call him inferior. Swing my retard, mix combo and turn him to Rojo. That's a low blow usually. And combo spot touch Merlin, I'm going local. Celsius can attest index and his chest and I'm throwing up blood, cardiac arrest. No wonder that had an effect, I expect that out my strength. My aura speaks for itself, Harlem got literally scared to death. Should have read his testament. Died by his own commandments. They need that goddess to heal their wounds, but all I gotta do is flex. Who the hell is Ludovic? I couldn't care less if she's heaven sent. Hitting survive by sunrise, better buy your tomb. I knew, what's your name? At the end of the move, you know you're due. The violence don't stop on my weapons drop, karate chop. Leave me guys like, oh, I call that pork chop. They ain't cocky, back it up. Come alive at sunrise and stand over obsessed to no liars, spin of pride. How many times did I prove that I'm the one? More times than Elizabeth died. I'm throwing shade and I'm throwing tons. Through like Rosa as the Rosa. Into a corner with his own power, call him inferior. Got me confused and they're powering up. Ridiculous thinking they stand a chance. Not strong enough to even carry my axe. Like I carry this show on my back. I smoked all 3 siblings and dad. I call that a demon family pack. They say that I'm dead. Who the hell decided that? When I pull up to hear this song,
It's demon time. We get active when the sun don't shine.
lost their lives to the moon, so better off switching sides. Catchy's hands, I don't need no blade. And chest up on shows like a donut's made. You couldn't regenerate, face half the blade. Now next week's mom in the grave. I've cursed out with a deadliest entrance, crisis, murderous intention. Not thirsty, but I got principles. If you got boobies, that's an exception. Got shotgun shells the size of a pizza, my legs, he's ripped through your intestines. This compass needle sending you 6 feet under, not showing direction. One time I ran, that hurt my pride. They're cheap to call me a coward. They have nothing on their side of the sun and the rise. 3 more would have died. Still I don't let that slide. When I spin back, I'ma show him blind. DJ my eye, it's ranked so high. Got a reputation as a violent guy. It's demon time. We get active when the sun don't shine. Numerous victims lost their lives to the moon, so better off switching sides. Catchy's hand, I don't need no blade. Dress up on shows like a donut's made. You couldn't regenerate, say it's heart of blaze. Our next was bumping it brain. I'll never forget that me. Cheerio had him leaking red like a strawberry flu. I earned my stripes like tats on my skin for centuries. I've been in the fields, survival in the fixes. I ain't weakling. No moves I can't affiliate. And who couldn't finish the job like Mugen Train had to up this was it. It's this side bomb to detonate. That's the back away I'm trying to terminate. You got smoked, I'm putting a pack at sunrise. I thought I'll wake and make. I find the
I'm ready to run the fade. It's demon time. We get active when the sun don't shine. Well, to whoever's watching, 9 out of 10. I'm going to have to end my live stream because I do need to mow the backyard. So I'm gonna have to end my live stream after this. I'm gonna have this AFK in a little, and then I'm gonna have to literally go mow the backyard. Especially since I know y'all, nobody's gonna watch me go AFK. So I was not paying attention to how destruction mode activates. I should watch. I should read that next time because I have solar destruction on him. The problem is I don't know how solar destruction is gonna work. Destruction mode.